nevertheless important, regards Ed Sheeran and that case that where he's been accused of plagiarising Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On. Let's cross to Washington and US correspondent James Matthews. So what is happening in that case, James?
Thanks very much indeed, Mark. Yeah, good news for Ed Sheeran. He has won that case. A jury in New York has decided that he did not infringe copyright. He did not steal the musical building blocks of the Marvin Gaye classic, Let's Get It On. The case had been brought by the co-writers of that Marvin Gaye tune. They said that the key elements of the rhythm and melody, not the whole song, but the building blocks of that song were the same as the Marvin Gaye classic, that Thinking Out Loud had the same structure, essentially, the same musical structure as the Marvin Gaye song, and they were duly suing Ed Sheeran. There would have been a damages hearing later on to decide how much he would have paid for that, but the jury has sided with the British artist. He had gone to court claiming that this was insulting. He said that most pop songs could be put on top of most other pop songs. He says, for example, Let It Be can segue into No Woman, No Cry. There is a basic 4-chord progression on which multiple songs are based. And his lawyers had argued that, these were the letters of the alphabet in music. And if you were to decide that there was a copyright infringement in this case, that would have a wide-ranging impact on the rest of music as we know it. So that was the argument for the Sheeran side of this case. He took his guitar into court. There was a live music defence by Ed Sheeran in the in the witness box, playing some of the key chords in that tune, Thinking Out Loud, and he was demonstrating why there was a difference in the chords that were used. So ultimately, it's good news for the musician, good news for his fans as well, I might say. He did say in this court case that if he lost, that he would be done. The clear implication that his musical career would be at an end. So that clearly isn't a scenario anybody's looking at now. Ed Sheeran, just to remind you, Mark, has won that case in New York. A jury has decided that he is not guilty of copyright theft, not guilty of stealing the basic structure of the Marvin Gaye classic, Let's Get It On.
OK, James, thank you very much indeed.